Yo, yo, yo! What is up, my rundown podians?
That's
What's
so
up?
lame.
I know, I just decided to do that on the spot. How you doing today?
Man, I'm doing pretty good, honestly.
Yeah.
My week was a little slow. How about you?
My week was slow. I am heading to California in 3 days. Yeah, 3 days.
Woo!
Uh, getting everything
Finally.
ready. Yeah, so I'm excited. I'm ready.
Dude, that's gonna be awesome.
Record some pods in person. Um, Real quick, right off the bat, everyone. If you guys are enjoying our podcast, we appreciate it. Keep tuning in. We do got some pretty good March coming up ahead of us. We got some special guests already lined up. Some pretty good special guests. You guys actually might know some of the people. So, um, hopefully you guys can stay listening to us, and it'll be a good month.
That first one's gonna be a banger, dude. That one's gonna be my favorite one. Not
Yeah,
to not to say that the
we're
other
not gonna
people we have aren't special, but
we're not gonna
this
tell
one
you
just hits
who,
pretty
but
close.
yeah, it's a athlete, and so you can already tell by our podcast we are into the athletes. So, um, speaking of athletes, you like that transition right there? I did
Oh,
that
I
on
did. I
purpose.
did. That was
Um,
good. That was good.
Speaking of athletes, LeBron James passed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and is now the all-time scoring leader in NBA history.
Yep, yep.
Um, I'll be honest with you, I could have seen that coming.
Yeah.
And I think he still has a couple more years. I think he's trying to play with his son. I think that's what I.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He that's like the one final thing he said he wants to do before he can hang it up, he said.
Yeah, I think which would be really cool, honestly. I would.
Yeah,
That'd be sweet to play with your son. But did
man.
you see how expensive the courtside seats were?
Dude, I don't even bother to look at it. I can't even afford anything
Well,
right now.
my dad texted me the next day and was like, "LeBron James passed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. The courtside seats were going for $200,000." And you want to know
Dude,
what's crazy? Is
what?
he was not guaranteed to pass the record that year.
Oh, that's true. That's
So
true.
people were, and my dad said that the stadium was like full, so people were spending the money to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, that's crazy.
Have you been to a
People
basketball game before?
never.
I've only been once. It was in Arizona, but dude, that's insane. It's not even guaranteed.
No, and two
He's
hundred thousand dollars. That's like a good house out here. That's like a little shack in California, but that's a good house out here.
that's like the middle of two houses, that little patch
Yeah,
of grass right there.
yeah. Out here it's a mansion. Um,
Oh man.
but yeah, that was crazy, and um, I think people hate on him just because he's good. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
know. I've never had an issue with LeBron. I also just don't like him, but I don't know why I don't like him.
There's just a couple things that he does. It kind of just like it shows up people, when it's like his
I don't know.
attitude.
I look
I
at
don't
like
know.
Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan, and like they were good, but they didn't like. I don't know how to explain. Like they knew they were good, but at the same time, like they didn't act like they were the best. If that makes sense. Like in
Oh, dude, my
public,
my dad hated Kobe, dude. My dad did
really,
not like Oh yeah, my dad hated Kobe for some
Kobe,
reason.
Kobe was cool.
Yeah, yeah. I love
Um,
Kobe. Rest in peace.
yeah, for reals. It's my wife and I were just talking about that yesterday. It's crazy. 2020 was a wild year. Um,
I still remember like when I found out that happened, like I was working at Buffalo and I was in the kitchen and I was just like shocked, dude. Like it was almost as if like everything kind of just like stopped. Like there was
yeah,
no orders coming in, no nothing. Like and then it just appeared on the news. Like
I know it's crazy. Speaking of Buffalo's, real quick, Buffalo Wild Wings. I ate that for dinner tonight. Um, and I
what'd you get?
pooped. I pooped twice within about a 10-minute span.
What'd you get? The mango habanero?
No, bro. I just get medium and Parmesan garlic with wedges and queso.
Do they have the wet lemon pepper sauce over there?
Yeah,
Have you
it's
tried that?
good. It tastes
Dude,
like
that's my
it tastes
favorite.
like lemon cake.
The lemon cake.
Yeah, it tastes
Ew.
like
No, it doesn't.
it tastes like a dessert to me.
How? You're weird. Your taste buds
No,
are
it tastes
weird.
like a dessert.
Dude, that's my favorite one. That one and the Chipotle barbecue, the dry rub.
I
Oh
like dry rub.
man.
Well, you get regular, don't you? I get boneless.
Oh, because you're a little baby. That's right.
No, I just
You
boneless.
like your little chicken nuggets, huh?
Yeah, I like them
No.
chicken nuggets, them little chicken nugs. Um, but yeah, believe last podcast when I was listening to it and I had mentioned something about you mentioned something about bullpen catching, and then I said we'll get back to it, and we never did. Um, so what I was
Okay.
going to tell you is because we were talking about how good we are at baseball and how we should be in the MLB.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah,
But
definitely.
so when I went to a Braves game, I sat up against the bullpen. I sent you
Uh-huh.
pictures that one day.
Yeah, yeah.
But I sat there and I got the bullpen catcher for the Giants talk to me for a while.
Oh,
Um,
no way.
yeah, I just he was sitting there. I think it was in between like some pitchers, and so he was just sitting back there, and he was right under me, and I was like, "Yo," and he actually looked, and I was like, "I got a question for you." And he was like, "What's up?" And I asked him, I was like, how do you get to this spot? Like, is it like a tryout? Is it like a applicate? Like you're part of the team, but you're obviously not the catcher for
Anyone special, right?
yeah. So like I asked him like, is this a job that like you can apply for? Like, or do they, on the MLB website or whatever, are they saying hiring for bullpen catchers? Um, but he said no. It's which he said at least for the Giants they weren't. The Diamondbacks actually held an audition for or like an application for a bullpen catcher at one point. I saw it, but the bullpen catchers get picked from minor leagues, so he actually had to play at
Uh,
the minors, and
yeah.
then they pulled him up from the minors to be a bullpen catcher.
I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense. Imagine applying and then you show
It
up.
does, but like my thing is bullpen catching, you gotta be able to catch a ball.
Yeah,
You gotta
that
be able
like
to,
what if someone lied? What if someone lied and
but
was like, "Yeah, I can catch," and then
like
fastball comes and they get domed.
you gotta be. The biggest thing I heard about it is you gotta be trusted by the pitchers. They
Yeah,
have to feel comfortable throwing what they can throw to you and not feel like they
yeah.
have to hold back or whatever.
Well, yeah,
Um,
makes sense.
but my thing is like sign me up. Like I'm sure you probably I don't know if you caught like 95 miles an hour. I haven't yet. I would love to, but we probably caught 85.
Oh
I'm sure
yeah, I've definitely
sometime
yeah.
we've and like 10 miles an hour is a big difference, but not when you're catching. I don't think so.
Hmm.
Like when you're back there and you know how to catch, you can catch a 110-mile-an-hour fastball if you need to. Like
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's not the speed doesn't matter and movement at first would be tough, but when you know your pitcher, it's a piece of cake.
right, right, yeah,
Like I'm calling a slider, you know exactly what the slider does, then you're good.
yeah.
Um, but I think bullpen catching, he literally was wearing Nike Jordans, just wearing regular sneakers with his catcher's gear on, and just like chilling back there. And I was like, dude, that'd be the job. Like, you're not. It would. It'd be the job. It kind of would suck, or at least I would feel like, give me a shot because you got to be real. Let's be real. Like, maybe his hitting's not on point and maybe his throwing's not on point or whatever. That's why there's a starting catcher, but he has to be able to catch that ball and block the ball and stuff just as good as the starting catcher.
Yeah,
Because I this is my thought on catching. If you're a good catcher and you can catch the ball and block the ball, then you're the same as everyone else.
yeah.
What sets catchers apart is like their arm, their pop up time, and then their bat, obviously. Like
Well, if you take a look at Salvador Perez, like he's not that great of a blocker, but dude's there because he can mash,
yeah.
like
And that's the thing about baseball is like I've always wondered in MLB, are they looking for? I know they look for all around, but there's people out there that aren't great defenders but can hit bombs. There's people that hit great or
yeah,
don't hit great but are great fielders. There's people that do both. Whatever it is, what do they look for? Like
right.
my thing is like if I were to, for instance, just talking about like if I were to go into tryout or whatever fielding, I would kill it. Like I have no issue. I don't think they would. I think they'd be like, dude, you got it. Like fielding wise, I'd be fine.
Hmm.
But hitting, I would you do you like? obviously they're not going to pick me up, but someone that's younger and can is similar, would they say, "Oh, you're not going to make it because you don't hit bombs, but hit base hits or whatever," or do they give you a chance and try to coach you on your hitting, but because your fielding is so good and they know that you can field, do you get to play? Like, it's a weird thing.
I'm sure it's different for each team, but dude, like from if I were to be in a coach's perspective, like, and let's say we're coaches in the big league or whatever,
Yeah, I was going to
you
ask
can
you,
totally
what would you
you can
prefer?
totally teach someone how to like lift properly and get stronger so that they can hit the ball, you know?
Yeah.
So I think if you have amazing glove, like you're gonna be able to play.
My thing, yeah, that's what I've always said is like, you got to think, we play what? A couple months out of the whole year
Yeah.
and once or twice a week. These guys play all year long, every day. They obviously have some days off, but they are, if they're not playing, they're watching. If they're not watching, they're playing, they're training, they're doing something
Hmm.
every single day. And it's like, if you had people telling you what to eat and how to work out to get stronger in the right areas, I feel like give me 6 months or so of doing that and I will be hitting bombs.
Yeah, yeah, I can guarantee you that I could do that as well.
Yeah.
It's
And it's
it's the
like,
right training. That's all it is.
yeah. And so it's a tough thing because I feel like it's kind of like acting, where like, if you look the part in acting, anybody can train you on how to act.
Right, right.
If they're looking for someone that they in their mind looks just like you, then you're gonna get the part over me because you fit the part. But they may have to train you to act, but they can do that. Same thing with
Hmm.
baseball. I feel like if you can field well or you do have a good bat or something, but the other's not as good, then just train me.
Hmm.
That's just my
Hey,
thought. Like, I know for a fact my fielding is on point, and I think with your catching too, like both of our catching is pretty good. I think obviously MLB players have a stronger arm
hmm.
because that's what they do every day.
Yeah.
But I could throw someone out probably.
Oh, I could definitely throw someone out too.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think too. Like some of the guys are faster than normal, or faster than what we play with, which is fine. But also, balls coming in 20, 30 miles an hour
Yeah,
fast.
we're getting the same. We're getting location. It's not like okay, like I have to be ready just in case this dude like boots one. No, like this guy's gonna hit his target.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
like
and plus you can trust your fielders more because like you kind of gotta you can't throw like a one hopper next to the guy because right now like a lot of guys can't pick. You either got to
mhm.
throw like a one bouncer so it's easy to get them, or you have to make it.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
um, no, that's my strong suit when I catch is definitely the throw. I used to, which is funny because when I was younger, I couldn't make the throw from home to second.
I could throw on my knees actually.
Really?
I could throw someone out on my knees. Yeah.
I can throw someone on my knees. I just don't trust it. I'm more confident jumping up and gunning it.
Nah, nah. I like to throw from the knees because then it's like okay, okay, stud,
Yeah.
okay.
Um.
Well, since you were talking about like training and everything like that, who do you think let's word it this way. A lot of people say like baseball is super easy and everything like that. But I guarantee if you put any other athlete in inside the box, they won't be able to hit it. There's
Oh
no
yeah. No,
way.
I've seen a study on something where it was like base. There's baseball is one of those things where like not everybody can do it.
Yeah.
Like people, I feel like people, if you're tough and want to play football, you could do it. But it's literally said like people, you have to like something in your brain makes you able to hit a baseball compared to someone else.
Yeah.
They broke it down, and it's like when the pitcher is like right about to throw it, you already got to start thinking of swinging. When the ball releases, the first 20 feet, you have like 0.005 seconds or something to
Mhm.
see if it's a strike right off the bat.
Right.
Then by the time it's halfway, you've already had to start your swing or you're not going to hit the ball. And
Right.
it's like, granted, we play with guys that probably throw 70 to 80, so it's not as fast, but that's still fast. But like to be able to see a ball that quick, that fast, and like be able to swing a bat and also tell if the ball's going to maybe move or not is crazy.
Yeah, dude, it's like blind. I saw them say like you're practically swinging at nothing
Yeah.
because
Like you're
the
guessing,
data
but
just goes through your mind and you don't even see it.
yeah.
But when you're in the box, like you got to step, you got to load the hands, everything's got to be in sync.
And I don't know about you, but does it seem slower in the box than it does looking at it from the side?
Well, from a catcher's perspective, like ever since I started, like hitting just I saw the ball like nothing. Like
Yeah, so
it's insane.
I think that's
So,
why I see it too. But like, what I mean is, if you're sitting in the dugout or you're sitting on deck, sometimes when they're warming up, you're like, "Whoa, like this guy can throw." And then you're kind of
oh,
like not
okay.
scared, but like you're like, okay, I gotta be ready. Like this guy could throw.
Yeah,
Then you get
yeah,
in the
yeah.
box and you're super early, or you're like, that wasn't that bad.
Yeah, yeah. It's weird. I don't know.
I
Yeah.
think when
It
you're when you
definitely
look,
it definitely does that
I think when you're
sometimes.
like looking at it from afar and you're looking at it at that angle, you're just it's like a, like a. But when you're in the box and it's coming at you, I feel like I have so much more time, and it doesn't look like it was coming in at 90 miles an hour. It looks like it was like 70.
Yeah, yeah.
But I wonder if like my thing is, I wonder if in the pros that's how they feel. I'm sure it is. But
I'm
like
sure.
But, like, when you go up and you're standing there and you're on deck and you see, like, Jacob deGrom or you have, like, who's a tall like, Kershaw or someone that's, like, you know, a killer pitcher, do you sit there and you're just like, "Oh, man," like
Well, they're looking at dude, they have so much film and so many like resources that the machines that they're setting up, they can I'm sure they can get his
yeah,
exact arm
you're
slot
right.
and say
Yeah.
like, "Hey, this is DeGrom's fastball. This is his slider. This is his curveball." Like the materials that they have to succeed is insane. That's why I
Yeah.
don't doubt like if we had like 3 months, we could do something.
Yeah, but I'm too old, which is, I think, stupid because baseball players can play till they're 40. I'm 26. That gives me 13 years to play if I were to go that whole I could probably give you a good 10 years, but they
Dude,
don't
just
want
be a pitcher. Just be a relief pitcher.
I don't throw too I don't throw that hard. I mean, I do, and I know I feel like if I did it all the time and I trained my body to like my hips and my legs to get more momentum, I would probably be able to throw about 5 miles an hour faster, if not a little bit more. But I still think you're looking at like maybe 80.
Yeah. Well, so Nestor throws like 92. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he has a funky delivery too. Like I'm sure if you do a little Johnny Cueto, you get a little Tyler Rogers arm action, they'll put you in there, dude. Like Tyler Rogers, he throws like what, 80 something?
Does
But
he?
he's sidearm. He's like submarine.
Yeah, that's true.
It's
I don't
not
know.
it's not all about speed. It's just like being deceptive and being able to get people to miss barrels, you know? Like
I should be the next. Have you seen The Rookie?
yeah, I have.
I should be the next rookie.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good dude, that's such a good movie.
I know. It's funny. When I was younger, I thought it was so boring, but now I watch it and I'm like, so good.
No, that's a good movie. That's a good movie.
Um, but something I did see too. This isn't. We're gonna kind of change subjects here. You hear about the Saudi Arabia wall housing?
I did not.
So in Saudi Arabia, my wife told me about this. They're doing. They're. It kind of looks scary or like it's weird, but it's at least this is what they're expecting it to look like. They just started it or whatever, but it's gonna be like 30 miles long or something
Hmm.
of just looks like two walls. Like, have you seen like the Maze Runner? Or like you know what that's about?
Yeah, yeah.
See, it's like two walls like this, side
Hmm.
by side with mirrors on each side, but housing on the inside. So
Really?
it's kind of like they're in their own little world.
Oh God.
And it's supposed to, they're saying something about like how it'll help unemployment because people will be working inside of that. And they like, I'm not saying I don't think they can't leave, but like their whole life will be in there.
Dude, that's scary.
Yeah, that's what I heard, and I typed it in like Google, and they're starting to. It's called The Line,
Ew, that
and
doesn't even sound fun or anything. It sounds
no, but look,
sketch.
this is what they're expecting it to look like. If you're on YouTube, I'll try to remember to put this on. I say that because I feel like I never do, but this is what it looks like. That's gonna be the housing inside of that, and those are mirrors on the side, so it just shows what it's like that one's showing the ocean on the side because it's a mirror. Look, like I don't know if that's a better picture.
So does is it just like nothingness out of the mirrors then?
Yeah, it's
Like
just
what's outside the mirrors? Nothing?
nothing, just mirror. So it's like in this picture, it looks like it's going into the ocean. So it's just showing the other side of the ocean on the mirror.
Dude,
But it's like it's
that's so
scary. Like
weird.
it's supposed a revolution in urban living, and it's gonna be like miles long. They just started the construction for it, but that's just I don't know. I just think that's so weird, and I feel like depending on how that goes, people are they're gonna try to start building more things like that.
Oh man, that's so weird. That's like yeah, like Maze Runner, like you were saying.
Yeah, I just feel like I don't know. Like, where do you play baseball? You can't play baseball in that.
We're just thinking about baseball.
But but no, everyone. Well, real quick, while I have you on here, if you're still listening, next month is gonna be a nice little month for us. As of right now, we're expected 4 special guests,
Damn,
which one of
that's
them
crazy.
might actually be on next week, depending on his schedule. But when I'm saying special guests, like it's not just one of our friends. These are people that are in some kind of industry.
Yeah, you
That
might know
makes
him. They
sense.
might be your favorite artist.
Yeah, they might be your favorite athlete.
Ooh,
Yeah, so
social media influencer.
oh, we got
Ooh,
we got some people coming up, so we're excited.
man,
And
that's just so much fun, dude. Like I
I
want
know.
to tell you guys everything, but like we can't. We can't. It's so exciting. Like you guys have no idea.
No, I want to say so. I want to say it's gonna be like March 10th will be the first one. Then it goes to like a week after that, and then a week after that, and then it'll be some good episodes. Um, but I think doing a podcast with a special guest is gonna be so much better.
Oh yeah.
Cause like, dude, I already know everything about you. I don't need to ask you questions or anything. Um, but yeah, gonna be in California. I unfortunately don't get to play in this little double header baseball game that you guys are doing.
Well, honestly, I don't even think I'm part of it, so don't even like freak
Mm,
out.
no,
So it's
that's
not
fine.
anything crazy. Yeah,
Um,
I don't even know what he was talking about. So I mean,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
All I know is next year we are going, or at least I'll say the plan of next year is we're going to Vegas to play
Yeah.
in the men's baseball league. Got like a tournament. It's supposed to be one of the bigger baseball tournaments for men's league. Um,
Mhm.
I think we play at Harper Field, which is Bryce Harper's field.
Mm,
It's supposed to be
that's
really
pretty cool.
nice. So, but yeah, I mean, I'm excited for that. I'm excited for our next couple weeks. What do you got? You got anything to talk about?
Yeah, yeah. Did you catch the Super Bowl?
Oh hell yeah! I just forgot. This is the day after the Super Bowl, everyone that we're recording. So, um, yeah,
He was right.
My Chiefs
He
pulled
was
it
right.
out. It was a close game, and it was a good game.
It was, keyword was a good game. Do you remember when they called that holding?
No, I was that was toward the end of the game, right?
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
I
like
was
the
putting one of
last
my
two
kids to
minutes.
sleep, and then I came back out, and they were like, it was like a minute left, and I was like, oh,
Dang. Yeah,
that
so they called like this soft holding. The guy was like he was like feeling up on him a little bit, and then he put his hand on his back and like maybe like gave it like a slight little tug, and they called it holding, and then they score a touchdown, and
what
that's
down?
that's
Like,
or not touchdown.
was it a big play?
Oh yeah, dude, it was like third and eighth, and then that holding happened, and then
Give him a first down.
gave him a first down. They ran out the clock, they kicked it, and that
Well,
was it.
yeah, I saw something that said after the game, the guy that did the holding, he said he admitted it. He was like, I did hold, but it was one of those where he was like, I didn't think that they would call it because it wasn't like a big hold.
It wasn't. It definitely wasn't a big hold, and he did admit to it, but it's just like it's like for the game to be tie, just like picture this. Okay, this is the story. Patrick Mahomes doesn't get the job done. He they kick the field goal. Now the other team has a minute and 30 to either come up with a magnificent drive, win the game, either kick it for a tie and go to overtime.
Yeah,
Like that whole option was taken because
yeah,
of that little holding call. Like it just sucked. It definitely sucked.
that's true. What about Rihanna? What'd you think?
Oh, she was great. Dude, she's
She did.
pregnant again.
Yeah, I saw that. She did good. I will say I was thinking that not necessarily her, but just how the super whenever a female does a Super Bowl, thought it was gonna be all raunchy and nasty, like not for kids to watch, but she kept it pretty clean.
Yeah, yeah, she was pregnant, dude. She couldn't really do much if she wanted to.
Hey, you never know.
I will say nothing beat Shakira and J-Lo
Jayla.
doing
No,
nothing beats
the
that.
best one was last year's.
Which what was that one? I don't even
Like
well, I don't
Dr. Dre, Eminem, Snoop
ah man,
Dogg.
see
That one was good.
I don't even remember. I just remember Shakira and J-Lo,
Of course
man.
you do. Of course you
Oh,
do.
maybe when you talk like that.
Um,
Dude, when I was little, like I would go nuts for Shakira. Like I would be dancing and I would like move my hips like this and dude, I get down whenever Shakira plays, it's over.
nice. Yeah, I never really listened to Shakira. I do know that song, but I don't listen to her.
Of course
Um,
you don't.
but whatever. But yeah, I mean, Super Bowl is good. We've had a good week. We are, like I said, once we get all these guests on our podcast, it'll be a lot more interesting. I feel like you guys have already, with the first like 4 or 5 episodes, know quite a bit about us.
Hmm.
So it's kind of hard to keep talking about just us. But we will be doing podcasts in person. This one will come out tomorrow, probably next week, not this Friday, but next Tuesday and Friday. You should have some podcasts with us together, which I will say will be lit.
That's gonna be
Um,
fun.
it'll be fun, and I might have a couple special guests just to come on that one with us,
Mm,
just to have some fun. So
yeah, man.
we will be back here on Friday.
Hmm.
And if you guys have any requests to talk about, any kind of crazy news, anything like that, let us know. I will make sure I post this one on the tube. Um, and just be ready for March, everyone. Subscribe or follow us on Spotify so you guys will be here for March. You gotta say
Yep.
anything?
Nope, this man said everything. Thanks for listening and we love you.
I love you too, Isaiah.